Welcome everyone, today we're going to be talking about our potential first Season 7 teaser for Apex Legends. If many of you guys have completed the latest quest, you will have picked up a charm called Ride Share. And this little charm here could be our first teaser for the Apex Legends Season 7 map, which is likely going to be called Olympus, which is set in this futuristic city. And I cannot wait to talk more about this and debate on what this could be. But I do just want to say, if you want to support the video right now, be sure to scroll down, click the like button. It takes about a second. You will be supporting the video tremendously by dropping a like, and also be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any more Apex Legends videos on the channel. But now that out of the way, let's talk about what this charm could be. So if we take a look at this, that is the second time I've done that to my headset. I need to seriously start putting my headset in a proper place. So if we take a look at this image in a better detail, thanks to Bias12 over on Twitter for rendering these. Be sure to check him out down below in the description. As always, we can see it in greater detail. This charm looks very awesome. It is a hovercraft by the looks of things. As you can see from the top part there, it looks like it only fits one person. So I don't think this is going to be a dropship, but it could well be that they're going to take a book out of Hyperscape. And it could be that when we go into Olympus, we're all going to go in our own vehicle and we could potentially get skins for that vehicle. I don't think this is going to be a drop ship for the whole lobby, purely because it looks like a one-seater vehicle and it would be pretty stupid to make everyone drop out of this sort of vehicle. So I don't think it's going to be a drop ship for everyone, but it could well be that we're going to see something similar to what we've seen in Hyperscape. This is very unlikely. I don't think they'll give us all a separate vehicle to drop into the map with, but I wouldn't rule that out completely. Now, if we zoom in with this image, you guys can see on the charm, it says Olymbus. Now, the map we're meant to be going on in Season 7 is called Olympus, and this charm says Olymbus. So this is the big connection we have with Season 7, and this is the first teaser we've seen. Now, this vehicle is going to play some part in Season 7. Now, I've nailed this down to 4 possibilities on what this vehicle could be. The first one, as I mentioned earlier, is that we could drop down in this vehicle. Something that is looking more likely is that this could be the equivalent to the train we've seen on World's Edge, or it could be some sort of subway, but the only difference is that it's going to be floating around the map. That could be a possibility and will be the most likely scenario. I definitely think we're going to see some sort of transportation on this map, especially if it's going to be as big as World's Edge, and it would make sense to put some sort of transportation on this map. And I think this is going to be the likely scenario where we see a pathway similar to the train where you can just jump onto this hovercraft and it will bring you somewhere. The next possibility, which honestly I would love this, is that it's a vehicle that you get in and you control yourself. This is yet again a very unlikely scenario. I want to speak a little bit more about whether they'll add vehicles in Apex Legends you can control yourself, but all I'm going to say is that I would love to have a vehicle you could control, and although it's not something that Apex Legends needs, I think it will be really good content. It'll be so much fun just controlling your own hovercraft going around the map. Let's remember that this map we're going into is a futuristic type city, and it makes sense to have a hover vehicle just going around the map, and it looks to be more of a vehicle that only fits a single person, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. The last scenario could be that this is just going to be a vehicle that's on the map and is used as cover, just like we see with the current vehicles that are in Apex Legends World's Edge and also Kings Canyon as well. Now, I don't think it's going to be a vehicle that's just scattered around the map that's used as cover. I think it's going to be something more than that, because they've made it into a charm and they've clearly put that teaser of Olympus in there. So I think it's going to be some sort of vehicle that is definitely going to be moving around the map. Another really important thing to note about the charm is that you can see on the left hand side there's this almost like entrance to the vehicle. That might not be an entrance, that might be something else, but it looks to be the way to enter into this vehicle. Now, the most exciting scenario, of course, is a self-driving vehicle, and it does look possible, bearing in mind we can see a passenger seat on the top. It looks like you're actually going to sit down, and it could well be that you control this thing. The question is, do we need controllable vehicles in this game? The answer to that is no. With the current map on World's Edge and Kings Canyon and probably Olympus, there's always good flow and the points of interest are always very close to each other. There's not many open space areas like we see with Warzone and Fortnite, so we don't really need vehicles in this game. But do we want vehicles? I certainly do indeed. That would be so much fun. But of course, people are going to have their doubts on whether or not it's going to ruin the flow of Apex Legends. Of course, this game is known for having no vehicles and a very good flow, but it all just depends on how the map is built in Season 7. Be sure to let me know your thoughts and your predictions down below on what this vehicle is going to be and what it's going to do on Olympus in Season 7. But nonetheless, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thank you all for watching this Apex Legends video. Be sure to like, subscribe, all of that good stuff if you haven't already. And I'll catch all of you guys out in another brand new Apex Legends video. Take care, guys.